Yep, you already know what time it is, man. It's your girl, P.O.C. We back up. Happy Tuesday, happy 420. We going live, man. Revive is alive, Revive is alive, reviveisalive.com. It's the place where you need to be. Definitely go ahead and tell a friend and tell a friend. Click that link in my bio to take you directly where you need to be. Turn your radios up, tell a friend and tell a friend. Let's go.
Yes, these days it's still the same. Like, gotta make them money, man. Never get down for my thing. And I do it so smooth when I'm stuck in gas dudes. Walking jack moves. And I'm moving around with a shotgun. But I'm not in song. Jumping up with the thuggish, sluggish. Boom, 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 boom. That's the mentality. That's the mentality with thugging. That's the way I choose to live my life. G-H-U-G-V-B. That's the mentality with thugging. Thugging till the day I die. G-H-U-G-V-B. That's the mentality with thugging. It's the way I choose to live my life. G-H-U-G-V-B. That's the mentality with thugging. Thugging till the day I die. Where my Detroit doves, Cincinnati doves, where my Columbus doves, my Chicago doves, where the fuck my New York doves, where the fuck my Texas doves, my Kansas City doves, where my Milwaukee doves.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm wavy. I'm good. Oh yeah, my live cut up earlier. Yeah, everything's back. We good. We good. A little technical difficulties, but everything is love. We back and we love. Happy Tuesday. Happy 420 to everybody out there.
Definitely in the house.
Get started. Let's get it in. Welcome to Revive. It's about that time. Welcome to Revive. It's about that time. You know what time it is. Open up your ears. You know what time it is. Open up your mind. There we go. It's about that time. It's your girl P.O.C. Hey! It's your girl P.O.C. Hey! Proof of consciousness. P.O.C. You know what time it is. Open up your ears. You know what time it is. Open up your mind. Yep. You already know what time it is, man. It's your girl, P.O.C. Turn your radios up, spread the word, spread the message. You already know how we come in each and every time we go live. We got a jam-packed show for you. Yes, you, man. Happy Tuesday. Happy 420 to everybody out there, man. Today's a special day. My God, Krayzie Bone dropped the album for the people, man. Today is an amazing day. We got our special guest, Krayzie Bone, on the line. Yo, Krayzie Bone, you live on Revive. How you feeling today?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good, man. It's a good day. I see you out there in the California weather looking all good in that sun. How's your day going so far?
Man, it's been going real good so far. You know what I'm saying? Like lots of good vibes in the air. You know what I'm saying? So I'm loving it.
Yes, man. Today is album day. Today you dropped some new energy, some new flavor for the people. Man, before we get started, I want you to go ahead and introduce yourself and let everybody out there know exactly who they're listening to.
It's Krayzie Bone from BoneThugsNHarmony in the building, man. Yes,
One and only, yes, in the flesh, man. And I gotta ask you, Krayzie, right now it's a lot going on. We just got that, that guilty trial, that guilty verdict. How do you feel about that, being a black man in America, man? I just want to start there real quick. Being a black man in America, how you feel about that? We got one, but what does that actually mean?
Man, it means a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, when I heard they was about to read the verdict, it was like my heart actually started racing for a minute. You know what I'm saying? It was like, because it's that real. It's like, man, it could go one or two ways, good or bad. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, but I'm glad it, for him and his family. I mean, it's still sad because he's not here, but,
that's right.
It's good. Some type of justice is being, it's being served. And like, because this is long overdue. This been happening for too long. And it just needs to come to a stop. It's necessary. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous, for real.
I agree with you. And you, a black man coming from Cleveland, Ohio, the Midwest. The Midwest within itself has its own, stigmas that come with that. Coming from Cleveland, Ohio, tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's Cleveland has its own history of race relations and riots, and you know what I'm saying. Just like every other city. So we've been seeing it for a very long time. We've been getting harassed by the police. If you listen to our music, we talk about it in our music. So we're very familiar of the the injustice that goes on in the community. And it needs to stop for real.
Definitely agree. Definitely, and I got to ask you that makes me want to just jump right into it. Speaking about it coming into your music, you talking about it in your music. How does I've read somewhere that you grew up as a Jehovah's Witness. Is that true?
Yes.
What? Talk to me a little bit about that. Was that your dad or your mom?
It was actually both.
Really?
On both sides. You know what I'm saying? I was raised as a Jehovah's Witness. You know what I'm saying? I actually still study with them, and you know what I'm saying, taking the knowledge for sure, definitely.
And the reason why I ask is because, when you think about a Jehovah's Witness family, they are very strict, very, tight-knit, can't really let you loose off the leash. And when you come from, when you listen to your music, how did someone grow up in a Jehovah's, Witness family and then, get into that NWA environment? Talk to me a little bit about where that came from, that switch.
Well, it was, I guess it all started with, with my parents, they really, they really fell out of it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And it gave us a little leeway to the streets. You know what I'm saying? We was already itching, you know what I'm saying, and trying to get out there, you know what I'm saying? So when they slacked off a little bit, I just went out there and went full-fledged with it, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're full-fledged with just out in the streets, just out there wilding, you know what I'm saying? And just, I learned a lot, though. Learned a hell of a lot, for real, definitely.
You're not going to sum it up like that, Krayzie. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot going on in these streets right now, especially here in the city of Philadelphia where they listening to you at.
Oh, yeah.
So when it comes down to you being a part of the streets, what made you actually want to get out of it, too, at the same time?
Man, I mean, I never really wanted to just, be in the streets like that. I always had a goal to do music. You know what I'm saying? And the hustle was just, that was just in between time, just trying to survive. You know what I'm saying? But I was never one of those dudes I never had a goal to being a drug kingpin or making a living off of selling drugs because, I seen what happened to dudes before me, you know what I'm saying, that made it their lives, and it never ended up good for them. So I didn't really want to go that route. I was just doing it to survive day to day, you know what I'm saying?
I feel that. And I got to ask you, so how did you, link up with your brothers? How did you link up with BoneThugsNHarmony? How did that all come about?
Man, that's like family. We go back since the 6th and 7th grade. I met Lazy and Flesh in junior high in 7th grade. Wishbone is their cousin, you know what I'm saying? And we met Busy in high school. So, I mean, and come to find out, our parents grew up together and our grandparents grew up together.
So
we didn't even know that when we first met each other, you know what I'm saying?
So how did it all come about as far as y'all saying, this is what we want to do, we want to become a group? Like, who was the first one to say, yo, I want to rap, this is what I'm trying to do?
Well, when Lazy first came, when him and his brother Flesh got transferred to the school I was going to, I used to sit in the back of the class and we used to have rap ciphers in the back of the class. We'd be in the back of the class busting, and when Lazy heard us rapping one day, he was like, I do the beatbox. So, he started busting the beat with his mouth, you know what I'm saying? Like supplying the beat for us rapping. And we just started hanging out every day and just rapping in class in the hallways, and we formed a group together. You know what I'm saying? We was called the Band-Aid Boys back then.
What's that all about?
The Band-Aid Boys, we walked around with Band-Aids up under our eyes, you know what I'm saying? Way before Nelly did it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, way before Nelly did it, you know what I'm saying? We walked it, we was actually called the Band-Aid Boys. We was known in junior high and high school as the Band-Aid Boys before we changed our name to Bone.
And what did the Band-Aid have any type of influence, or is that just something y'all was doing?
Nothing. It was just we just was just rocked it, man, because it was just it was just a sign of our ruggedness. Being thuggish, you know what I'm saying?
I feel that. And let's fast forward a little bit to, you know, how you actually met up with Eazy-E and everything really kicked off for, you know, Bone Thugs and Harmony, the entire group. How did that happen? How did y'all get from Cleveland, Ohio to the West Coast sitting with Eazy-E and, you know, NWA?
Man, you know, we took one-way bus tickets out to California, man. We was like, you know, once I was locked up, and once I got released, you know, we decided to get serious with our craft. You know, when I came home, I was like, bro, it's now or never. I'm not going back to jail. If we don't do something, it ain't gonna end up good for us. You know what I'm saying? So we like came up with a plan to take one-way bus tickets to California. Didn't know nobody out there. Didn't know what the hell we was gonna do. We just went out there looking for Eazy-E. And so we came out here, you know what I'm saying? We hustled our way, finagled our way to like in a spot to stay here, there. And then one of our homies from Cleveland called us with the number to Ruthless Records. And we just kept calling Ruthless. And one day Eazy called us back. And we rapped for him over the phone. And he was like blown away, like, damn, that shit, you know, that's crazy what you just spit. You know what I'm saying? So then we ended up going back to Cleveland to meet him in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there it was on. You know what I'm saying? Like he brought us back to Cali and we went to work right away.
What made y'all pick Eazy-E out of all people? You know, what made y'all pick Eazy-E?
Man, because you know, even though we grew up, we was raised on East Coast music. You know what I'm saying? Like the East Coast great. We was raised on that. But when Eazy and NWA came out, you know, we was just drawn to them. We was like, yo, them dudes are speaking a language we can relate to. You know what I'm saying? Like just just how they was portraying like the street life, how they was dressed. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we drew to them. And so when the whole NWA beef jumped off and they all started breaking up, we was still down with Eazy. We was like, yo, Eazy is the underdog right now, so we want to be down with the underdog.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and our thing was we gonna go sign to Eazy and bring Ruthless Records back. You know what I'm saying?
Did you ever feel torn, you know, when it came down to the East Coast, West Coast beef, because you're originally from the East Coast, but you really got your start as far as the music career in the West Coast? Did you ever feel torn as a person?
No, not really. You know, because we basically stayed out of that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I think we waved our neutral flag when we done the song with Big and Pop.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like letting everybody know, like, you know, we ain't got nothing to do with that. We done with both of them dudes. You know what I'm saying? We from Cleveland, but the West Coast, you know what I'm saying? We rock with the West Coast. It's like, it's love, you know, it's all love. And we just made sure to never get involved with all the craziness and all that.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever feel a time where you had to like check somebody because somebody was trying to check you because you was from the East Coast, being, you know, around the West Coast, you know, so much? Did you ever feel any pressure, any heat coming from people from the West Coast?
Never, never, because can't nobody check Bone.
That's real.
Put that out there. For
But
real.
just, I wanted to ask that question. So let me ask you this: when it came down for you guys, you know, to start putting out your first album and your first music, your first collection of music, I gotta ask you: do you feel like you were, or the group Bone Thugs and Harmony was the first group to really start that singing rapper singing kind of, you know, a sound for real? Because everybody gives the credit to Drake, but you know, me being a true fan, and
Yeah,
I'm the
yeah.
first of my babies, I listen to y'all music all the time. When it comes down to that sound and that singing and that rapping, you know, do you really feel like the credit is Drake's?
Man, everybody know where that comes from.
Talk to,
Everybody know
talk to
that
me
comes from Bone.
crazy.
Everybody comes that comes from Bone Thugs and Harmony. Everybody know it. The artists know it. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like everything on the radio, you know, there's harmony driven. It comes from Bone Thugs and Harmony. Like
Mm-hmm.
for real. We made it cool for people to want to sing even when they can't. They got auto tunes now. You know what I'm saying? Even rappers that can't sing want to sing now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and you know, I look at the Grammys, and now they got a category of best melodic rap. I'm like,
Ah.
who you think inspired that? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like for real. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everybody know where it comes from. It, you know, what's understood don't need to be explained, especially by me.
Have you ever got reached out at all?
Huh?
Have you ever got reached out at all from particular artists who may have used some of your sounds to be like, yo, can I sample? Can I, you know, can I go with this kind of flow? Anything of that nature?
I mean, artists pay homage all the time. I mean, you know, we talked to Drake. Drake has paid homage. Lil
Awesome.
Wayne, Kendrick, everybody. You know, J. Cole, everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's always love when we sing. They always pay homage, so it's always love.
Hmm. And I want to ask some of these questions in the chat. It says, "Why is the new album not on Spotify?" If you got some questions, make sure you drop them in the chat. Now's the time to definitely ask your questions.
It
Why is
should
the
be
new
on.
album not on Spotify?
Yeah, it should be on Spotify in a matter of hours. We had some clearing issues from a song, but,
Hmm.
but yeah, but everything is cool. It'll be up in a few hours.
Oh, you say they on you, Crazy. They on you. They
Oh
trying to
yeah,
make sure they get that music.
oh yeah, I know.
Trying to make sure they get that music. Let me ask you too. While we talking about Spotify and streaming services, at one point in time when you first came in the game, you were selling hard copies. You were selling, actual CDs, cassette tapes. How do you, as an artist, feel about the innovation of the game now going to the streaming services from once doing hard copies?
I mean, I like it. You know what I'm saying? Like because a lot of what's going on is putting the artist in the driver's seat. You know what I'm saying? Like if you really like study the game and understand, follow it and track it, you know, and see where it's going. You know what I'm saying? And stay on top of it. If you know, if you're an artist that's established or you're even upcoming artist, it actually puts you in the driver's seat to have
Hmm.
more control of what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like to maneuver around some of these big companies and corporations. Like for real, no lie.
Hmm. So when it comes down to being independent, I know like you talked about signing to Eazy-E and things like that, but a lot of artists right now, a lot of new artists, I should say, are really pushing this independent vibe, pushing this independent wave. What do you think about going that independent route?
Yeah, man, that's what they better do. The cycle, the cycle needs to be broken. You know what I'm saying? They done made way too much money off of us. You know what I'm saying? And like way too much money off of us, and they still ain't fair with it. You know what I'm saying? That's devil. They devilish greedy. That's what I call it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the industry is like it's tainted as far as the business goes. If you really want to get into it, I think the best way to go is to do it yourself. Be independent, man, and just
Hmm.
stay in your own little zone. You know what I'm saying? Because it's too much comes with the industry. Like for real, too much comes with it for real.
And would you say that you have any problems with your masters? Do you have any problems with your music right now, as far as making sure that you're going to be getting paid residually at all times?
Oh no, we good as far as you know what I'm saying. We good as far as our masters and stuff like that go. You know what I'm saying? But just dealing with record labels and doing like signing new deals with labels and doing all that, doing all those deals we did in the past that's just not happening. Like it's like, and I would advise new artists not to do those type of deals either, because those are artists they're trying to give them to, because they think they don't know. But
Hmm.
telling y'all telling those artists, it's not good situations. Like for real, the 360 deals is straight trash. For real.
And let me ask you this: when it comes down to getting back on stage, I just recently did a show early in the month of April. How did it feel getting back on the stage? After this long pandemic we just had.
Man, it feel real good. You know what I'm saying? That being locked down for a year, it was crazy. You know what I'm
Why
saying?
you gonna call it lockdown like that?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Being like, yeah, man, feel like I
The
was
way you said it though.
feel like I was in the joint, man. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, couldn't do nothing. Like, just it was weird. Like
Hmm.
not flying out of a country or being on a plane for a whole year. It was just funny. You know what I'm saying? But it felt real good. I was relieved, like to get out and get that first show off your chest. You know what I'm saying? It was a wonderful thing for real.
So when it comes down to the group too, I gotta ask you this crazy question, man. When I was doing my research, you and Wishbone kind of had an accident when it came to, you accidentally shoot him on purpose, and I wanted you to explain that story to some folks, who may not know exactly what that was about. What was that about?
Man, that story was, we was out doing some things we had no business doing. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like our version of the movie Juice. You know what I'm saying? When something went wrong and everything just goes to hell after that. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what happened. We was out drunk and like I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing with the gun, and the gun went off and hit him in his leg. You know what I'm saying? And man, it was crazy. He drove himself to the hospital. You know, And man, after that, the police came and
Is
arrested
it
me.
okay to laugh now?
Oh,
Is it
oh,
okay to
oh,
laugh now?
oh yeah, we laugh and joke about this all the time. He even said he gonna shoot me back.
I hope you don't do that.
Yeah, he said he
I
gonna
hope
shoot
you
me
don't. I
back.
had to ask. Well, and I gotta ask you, was that one of the craziest moments as to something that you may have done as to why you got the name Krayzie Bone?
No, no, I think my name Krayzie Bone comes from just I guess my style of rap. You know what I'm saying? It's not
So
really
who?
nothing like it's really like nothing like crazy about me. I'm really cool. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? I'm really cool. It is the other side to me though that I don't like to bring out. His name is Leatherface, and you know I don't like to bring him out.
Leatherface.
Yeah, you know I don't like to bring him out all the time.
We definitely gotta learn a little bit. Is that like a character or something?
Yeah, both. Alter ego, yeah,
Oh,
everything.
there you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and when does he come out?
That's my drunk friend. That's
So
my
the people at the listening party gonna see him tonight. What you saying?
oh yeah,
The
definitely.
people at the listening. I seen you last night on Instagram Live. You know, how did it feel to go live? You know, for a release party. You know, at a time like this. You know, people come together really virtually. How did it feel to do that release party live on Instagram?
Man, it was cool. You know, it was a cool little turnout, nice little atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? People enjoyed the music. You know, it was a great little vibe to me. Definitely.
And everybody came out. The whole purpose of them coming out. Let's definitely jump into it now. You know, Lee's a legend.
Yeah,
Why Lee's a legend? Why did you name it after your cannabis company?
because it's actually the soundtrack. It's actually the soundtrack to what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like this is as you indulging in this in the product, you have a soundtrack to indulge to.
This
You know
is
what I'm
my
saying?
advertisement.
Yeah, you know, and you know, we is basically a celebration of the liberation of cannabis. You know, we've been penalized
Mm-hmm.
so much for using it and indulging in it. Now it's, you know, now everything okay. We sorry, everything is fine now. You know what I'm saying? So, but what I'm doing with my brand, that's why I'm reaching out and I'm partnering with certain. I'm not just out here trying to sell cannabis, like make a come up off of it. I'm out here trying to educate people in the community, letting them know that we have to have our hand in this gold rush because, like I said, we've been penalized for it. We made this mainstream happy. You know what I'm saying? Like we brought this to the mainstream, so now all of a sudden it's legal. You trying to tell us we not gonna get no money for it?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not gonna happen. Like so, we need to educate ourselves. I'm partnered with a cool with a school called the Cleveland School of Cannabis in Cleveland.
That's love.
You know, they're actually a certified school to where you can go get certified to work in dispensaries in the weed industry around the globe. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing a scholarship program with them as well, giving people in the community where I come up from in Cleveland opportunities to go learn about cannabis and find their place in there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And what made you want to get into it? What made you want to get into the business side of it? I definitely understand as far as being a cash cow, but what made you want to learn more about it? Because a lot of investors just throw the money in it and walk away from it and just watch their money grow. They don't really get into involved in what's happening.
Yeah, well, that's really one of the main reasons. Is because, like I said, you know, we we deserve to be a part of this gold rush, to this new generation gold rush. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we've been penalized for it for so much. Like some of that money needs to be trickling down through the communities. It needs to go back to the communities because,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, we made this popular. We brought it to the mainstream just by artists like Snoop and Wiz and Bone and all these artists out here like making music about it. And like we've been using this like using cannabis forever. So it's like it's only right that they bring some of that money this way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we got to see some of that for real.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of Snoop Dogg, I got to ask you, Crazy. What's one of the Snoop Dogg stories you can tell us right now? You know, it's 420. I'm talking to Krayzie Bone. Everybody on the other side getting high right now. You know, what can we listen to? What's one of your Snoop Dogg stories?
Man, so I always tell the story that one time we was at the Soul Train Awards, and me and Lazy, you know, we actually went there, you know, because we was having beef with our label,
Mm-hmm.
Ruthless at the time. So we actually went there to like have a meeting with them at the awards. after the awards. So as we walking in the awards, this around the time when Snoop was like about to leave Death Row, and he was thinking about he was thinking about going to No Limit.
Mm-hmm.
So we getting ready to walk in. Snoop, he inside a limo, like the limousine window roll down. Snoop like, hey, boom. He like step inside the green room. We like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, like we not really knowing how to take it, because you know it's like it's beef or Ruthless and Death Row. But he like step in the green room. So we going in, get in there. It's smoky as hell in here, man. It's smoky as hell in here. Like he passing us the blunt. It was him. Warren G was in there. I think Nate Dogg was in there.
Awesome.
And like he in there contemplating, like he asking like Warren G and them, like, you know, like, you think I should sign to No Limit? You know what I'm saying? Like sign No Limit. Like, and man, he got us so damn high. It was so crazy because as soon as we left the limousine and went inside the auditorium where they was having the Soul Train Awards at,
Mm-hmm.
they was like, and the winner is BoneThugsNHarmony. We was like, what the heck? Yo, it was so crazy. Like we had to run down the aisle, high as hell. Like, and we wasn't even dressed for no award show, man. We had on like
Shout out to the Black Owned Award Show.
small ass t-shirts on. It was crazy, man. We had like little ass t-shirts. It was crazy for real.
What year was this?
Man, it had to be like, yeah, no, like 90. I don't know. It was the because we won the Soul Train Michael Jackson Awards. I don't know what year that was. It was like in the 99, 2000 or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let me get to another question in these comments real quick before we get back to the album. They said we want to hear you talk about Thug Mentality.
Uh-huh.
The group. I'm guessing the group.
Thug Mentality?
Yeah. Based on what I'm reading, yeah.
What they want to know about it?
That's what they said. We want to know about Thug Mentality. That was the comment.
Well,
what can you tell us about it?
There ain't no updates on that right now.
Okay.
No updates on that, yeah.
Okay. And so just to move forward, when it comes down to the album, what do you want the people, to get out of it, other than, the enjoyment of the cannabis that you have to offer? What do you want to get the people to get out of it, the actual music, the sound, the lyrics?
Man, it's just really good. Like, it's just really good music, man. Like reminding people, that that there are artists out here that still make good music. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I know I've been hearing a lot of people saying, they was tired of the music that's out right now. You know what I'm saying? But it's like a breath of fresh air. You know what I'm saying? Coming through, and it's feel good music for somebody to sit back and unwind and relax to. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And when it comes down to the album as well, how long did it take you to actually put the project together to really get it out to the people to the way that you wanted them to hear it?
Well, I actually started working on the album before the whole quarantine. You know what I'm saying? So and I worked on it like through the whole time. I really didn't want to put it out until we was able to come back out and like physically like do things, and so everything just ended up perfect timing right now. So yeah, I've been working on it for like a little over a year.
And you got 13 tracks on the album. Which one is your favorite? Which one are you bumping to right now?
Say it again.
I said you got 13 tracks on the album. Which one are you bumping to? Which one is your favorite right now?
Man, I like the one Me and You, and
Okay.
I like the other one I like is Roll It All, and the other one is Strands.
Strands. Okay, I was about to play my favorite, which was actually Leave the Legend. I was gonna play that one for the people.
What's that one?
Leave the Legend.
Oh yeah, okay.
Can I drop that for the people right now?
Yes, indeed.
Go ahead and introduce us for it.
Yo, this is Lee's a Legend off the new album, Lee's a Legend. Roll it out.
Krayzie Bone. Turn your radios up. Let's go. We live.
What y'all smoking on, man?
What y'all smoking on is 420. Turn the radios up. Let us know what y'all think. New music, new album. Leave. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey.
We roll and smoke and blow and potent excellence. Let's begin. I did it to give it a haters that become a pestilence. Rest from them, I need it. If you're trying to get a move, I mean, it's all you know.
Check it out, we cool.
Welcome again. Take this scientist. It's the fire shit. Look at how high you get. Look at that high if you're that high up this. I like this. Ooh, we love her. Does it do my mind like this? Ooh, we love ya.
Bro, it gets
Like that weed up. You just don't hold this focus, don't let weed up. Roll weed up. Baby, hold it like that weed up. You just don't hold this focus, roll weed up. Roll weed up.
Bro, man, get drugs so you don't even give a fuck no more. That nigga gonna be used to this app.
Let's go, strains. Let's go, strains. Lady Smoker. Where are my lady smokers at, man? Turn your radios up. New album, Krayzie Bone. Let's get into it. New album, let's go.
What kind of stress is that? Hope you don't want to have a handy bag. Let's get a bite where the candles at. Take it to the beach where the sand is at. Did it come in a bag or a can with that? West Coast, did you fly in land with that? Let's smoke when you see what's up with that. Let's post have a drink where the cussy at.
Yeah.
You tell me what you smoking. If it ain't popcorn.
It's 420, let's go.
Can you tell me what you smoking? If it ain't popcorn. What kind of stress you smoking?
You smoking on?
What kind of stress you smoking?
Come on, look. Give me this anyway.
What kind of stress you smoking? I wanna smoke. What kind of stress you smoking? Come on, let me know.
Okay. Let's go.
I get the feeling fly when I'm loaded. I feel really high, but I'm focused. We still a friend of mine for the longest. So how high can you go? I just really want to warn you before you start smoking with us. The shit that we smoking is potent enough. Open it up. If you feel it, you know when it's us. Nobody but us. So who want it back? You want it back? She can get it back. He can get it back. So in there, so you can let them know. Let them know.
What kind of stress you smoking?
Krayzie Bone, man. New album, Leaves of Legend. Turn your radios up. We back live on Revive Radio. Man, so when it comes down to this song, Strands, you know, I see you posting all the time when it comes down to your brand and everything you got going on. What's your favorite strand you smoking right now, Krayzie?
99 OG.
What's that? Is that sativa or a hybrid indica? What is it?
That's sativa.
No.
Indica. Sorry about that. Indica. Yes, that's indica.
Okay. And
Hybrid.
do you prefer indica over sativa?
Yes.
Talk to me why. Tell me why.
Well, I mean, honestly, to tell you the truth, and this is real, I just started learning the difference of what was what, and I really don't give a damn what I smoke.
That's real. We gonna smoke it regardless.
Whatever.
If you're a real smoker, I feel that.
Yeah, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? It was all weed to me, so I didn't really care anyway. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely feel that. You on your way to your album release party tonight too? Are you about to be around your fans, your supporters, your listeners? You know what I mean? What you got for the people tonight?
Man, you know, just go listen to some good music. You know what I'm saying? And just kick back and just have a good time, man. You know, I'm just like enjoying the moment, like enjoying the release. You know, haven't released nothing in a minute, but you know, I'm enjoying all the good feedback and all the positive feedback from the fans. So it's a wonderful thing. I'm just gonna have a good time tonight. You know, I've been trying to like stay mellow, but you know, like, as soon as I get off this interview with you, I got to go up.
I feel that. I definitely feel that. And I want to just take it back one more time to 2005 when you actually dropped that song "Riding with Chameleonaire." That song actually exploded. You know,
Yeah.
did you have that in mind? You know, when you collaborated, you teamed up with Chameleonaire, that song was going to do what it do and give you a Grammy. Did you think that was going to happen?
No, man, no. I tell people all the time, like, I didn't even know that song was going to even come out. Like, I did that song on the strength of working with Playing Skills. You know, I knew them, and they
Mm-hmm.
was a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? So, they was the little homies. I watched them come up. You know what I'm saying? So I always supported everything they did. And they told me that it was a cat coming out of Houston that was a big Bone fan, and he wanted me to get on the song. So, I did it on the strength for them. I said, okay, come on, let's do it. I
Mm-hmm.
did the verse and heard the song, and I said to myself, I'll probably never hear this song again. You know what I'm saying? So, because that happened a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do a lot of songs and like you never hear them again. You know what I'm saying? So, but as a couple months went by, I got a call and it was like, yo, this dude is getting a lot of traction on the radio. We might need you to shoot a video. And I said, okay, cool. Just let me know. So they called me in a couple of weeks and was like, yo, bro, we need you for the video. The song is on fire. So we did the video. Next thing you know, I'm on the tour with this dude, like doing all these shows. And then he called me one day and say, bro, I need you at the Grammy Awards. We just got nominated. I said, what?
Oh.
And then I get to the Grammy Awards and we win. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Wasn't even expecting it though. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even looking for that song.
Mm-hmm.
You know
And that tells you how far a blessing can go. You know, you be a blessing to others,
Yeah.
the blessing will come right back to you. That
Yeah.
definitely show you what that'll do. And you guys also recently in 2018 dropped your documentary. That's not the biopic. That's not the movie. That's just the documentary, correct?
Yes.
So what was the difference between, you guys just giving a documentary and then what we gonna see in the biopic and in the movie?
Well, we have a documentary that's coming out. It's called Sons of St. Clair, and
Okay.
that's really just with me and Busy Bone.
Okay.
The documentary for the whole group, all that, we haven't started on that yet, but we're actually working on trying to get our like bio pick going. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Actually trying to do like more of a series than a movie, so we're able to tell
That's real.
our whole story in full. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what the people looking for. I know for a fact that I got tons of stories that we can't wait to hear for. I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
And when it comes down to the success of the documentary, because I know that was something that was dear and near to you. How do you feel about the success of the documentary?
I didn't hear I didn't what you said.
I was saying, how do you feel about the success of the documentary?
Oh man, I think people are going to like. Everybody that's seen it so far loves it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think it's going to resonate with people. It's going to actually give people a glimpse into what's to come as far as the bio pick. You know what I'm saying? It's going to make
Be
them
ready
anxious.
for it too.
Yeah, it's going to make them anxious.
And I want to ask you two more questions because you into a lot of different things. You got your hands in a lot of different pots. You got your podcast going on as well as Sweet 16. Do they go hand in hand or are they two different things?
Yeah, they're actually two separate things. My
Okay.
podcast, Truth Talks, is actually on a more serious note. We tackle more serious issues like like political, religion, everything that goes on in the world. We talk about things that people like want to stay away from too. We talk about all of it. And the crazy Sweet 16 is just is a page I started for unsigned MCs. They're just trying to be heard. You know what I'm saying? Like just trying to be heard and give them an outlet for people to hear them. I've had MCs from all over the world sending videos. You know what I'm saying? From Germany, from Europe, just everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's a good look. And I'm looking to actually do a project with some of the with some of the artists that submitted videos. You know what I'm saying? So it's just not a page just to post videos. I'm looking at talent as well.
And you are heavy into artist development too, especially on your podcast. You talk about artist development. You talk about how you feel like, the industry really threw artists under the bus. as far as what they could do as far as taking their talent to the next level and really just sucking, the life out of them as far as artists, if they don't really know what's going on, And when it comes down to what's happening right now to these artists, could you talk to us a little bit about that right now while we got you on the line?
Yeah, I feel, a lot of artists don't get the fair shot they get because record companies don't really take the time to artists develop. You know what I'm saying? What I thought that's what A&Rs was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, and I think that's why you get so many fly by night artists today. You know what I'm saying? Because they put these artists out, and these artists are really not even developed all the way, and they're not ready to come out. And back then, labels just took more time with the artists. Some artists didn't even have hits when they came out with their first albums. They didn't get a hit to their second or third album, but the label stuck with them and developed them and got them ready for that stardom, though. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's just more money now. You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't, you got to be ready to go. If you ain't ready, they're going to toss you out the door real quick. You know what I'm saying? For real. You got to be ready to go.
And I want to ask this question too, because it really caught my attention. You were talking about one time when it comes down to record labels and how a lot of record labels are investing into private prisons, and them investing into private prisons are also like the funnel, like how we say it's a school to pipeline prison kind of funnel. You were saying something similar to around like how record labels are also pushing rappers into that direction of either going into drugs or going into being incarcerated, period, or being in the ground.
I mean, I think we've seen over the past few years a lot has been revealed. And I think Donald Trump, because Donald Trump made everybody come. Donald Trump came through here and he made everybody get naked. Nigga, this who I am, like it or not. You know what I'm saying? And we was able to see who's who and what's what. You know what I'm saying? And like these plans have been like, it's been plots against us like this forever. You know what I'm saying? Music is no exception. That's one of the main ones. It's still fishy to me how Michael Jackson and Prince just all of a sudden, after they get their masters, all of a sudden they not here no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's just always something. All the way back to Sam Cooke. You know what I'm saying? It's just always fishy.
So we got to tune into the podcast to get more information about that. I just wanted to get a little taste of it, you know what I'm saying? Because I was diving into it. I'm like, yo, he hitting on a little topic right here. Got me to ask the question. But let me ask you this last question from the chat. It says, what is Crossroads really about? It says, what is Crossroads really about?
What is Crossroads really about? I mean, the actual song is, about our loved ones that passed away. That's basically what the main concept of it was. We did that song because we lost so many people in the beginning of our career, starting with Eazy-E, and after that, when we went back, like just so many people in our family and our friends died. It was just crazy. So we wanted to remix the song, and that's basically what it meant.
I appreciate that. Thank you for asking your questions in the chat. And I want to ask, speaking of that, Crossroads, this is a great segue into how I wanted to ask you this DMX question as well. Rest in peace to a legend. As you're dropping an album as a legend, rest in peace to a legend, DMX. I wanted to ask you, what's your thoughts on how the whole situation with DMX truly rolled out? It was a lot of back and forth. It was a lot of controversy. At one point, they were talking about the fact that he went out with an overdose, and now he's saying it was the fact that he got the shot. As a legend who's still living, we want to make sure we give you your roses while you're here, your flowers while you're here, and then a legend like DMX goes down like that, and it's just a lot of back and forth about how he actually went about his untimely death. So as a legend, that's still living, how do you feel about that? Because you had opportunities to experience life with him.
I mean, that's one thing I never liked about this life is how quickly like the media will spread just anything about you. You know what I'm saying? It's like this man was battling for his life. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like all those things like really don't even matter. I mean, it matters to his family and all that stuff like that. But what we should be worrying about is like, you know what I'm saying? Just like remembering this man and like helping his legacy to live on. We all got demons. We all fight demons, man. Ain't none of us on this earth perfect. Ain't none of us leaving here perfect. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, just you just gotta let that man's memory like live on and like be as great as it's gonna be. Without all the getting in this dude's business, whatever it was, that's between him and God. Man, so like it's nobody else's business at this point. It's between him and God now.
I feel that. And I appreciate you always, Krayzie, coming through, holding it down for us. 420 on album day, album release day. Lee's the legend, man. Once again, tell the people how they can find you, stay locked, and how they can purchase this album before I let you go.
Say it one more time. One more time. I didn't hear you.
How can they find you, stay locked with you, and how can they support you on this album today?
Man, y'all can find me on Instagram, Krayzie_Bone. Twitter, I am Krayzie Bone. Facebook, Cray Jack Your Boss. And this project is gonna be everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with that. And what's up next
is
for
over,
you?
baby. I'm out.
when you drop this album, what's up next for you? You on the road? You on the road? We can catch you on the road somewhere?
Oh yeah, we getting ready to gear up, going back on the road very, very soon. At the end of May, we gearing up. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be making our usual stops. We back, y'all.
Philadelphia, make sure you make that way to Philly. I'm trying to see you in person.
Oh yeah, definitely coming through Philly for sure.
No doubt, man. Have a great album day, man. Have a great album release party. Turn up for the people. They're looking forward to seeing you tonight, man. Have a good one.
Thank you.
No doubt. Have a blessed one.
All right.
Peace.